Hi everyone, FJ here. I just wanted to put together a really quick video to help people who are new to Lotro to get started with fishing. Now, while festivals are not the only place you can fish or can get rewarded for fishing, both the Summer Festival and the currently on Farmers Fair are two of the festivals where that is true. So I'll need to pick up a quest shortly, but let's see first how you get started. I had to try and work out which one of my characters did not have fishing already, and it just turns out that this level 11 hobbit, which is actually Mirlas's mother, does not yet have the fishing hobby, so that's perfect. So if you're new to Lotro or you've been playing a while and you've never fished, what you need to do first of all is find a hobby master. Now this one is at Bywater. However, there are hobby masters sort of all the way through Middle Earth, not necessarily in every region, but there are plenty of regions where you can find them. So there's actually one in certain parts of Rohan as well, I think. I'm pretty sure I spotted one there anyway. Starting a hobby is free, and fishing is currently the only hobby. So once you decide you want to start fishing, you'll need to speak to the hobby master, who will then give you this very, very brief introduction, and I will go through how to get started with fishing. All you have to do is press train, and the first time you pick up a hobby, you will automatically be granted a basic fishing rod. So, although you can purchase one from, the fishing supplier here, it might only be 2 silver, but you need not buy your first fishing rod. If you lose it or misplace it, then you can pick up the 2 silver fishing rod from the fishing supplier. There are also craftable fishing rods, so if you are a woodworker, you can craft fishing rods that grant a bonus to your fishing skill, but I'm not going to cover that today. Okay, so let me just quickly grab, let's go for this quest here. Let's just turn our hobbit around. Okay, so once you have got your fishing rod, you'll need to equip it. Now, an important point to note here is that when you equip a fishing rod, it replaces your main hand and offhand. So if you have another sword, if you're a champion, or if you have a shield as a guardian, or you dual wield, I think actually Bjornings can dual wield as well. Basically, anything that's in these 2 slots will be de-equipped. It's just important to note that once you're done fishing and you want to go back to quests, remember to re-equip your weapons, else you're going to have issues. So it takes the place of those 2 weapons. Before we actually get on to doing the fishing itself, to make it easy for you, we're going to quick slot the hobby to our ability bars down here. Now, to do that, pull up the character panel and go to hobby, which is just here. Now, this unassuming window actually contains an ability. So this fishing ability here, you can drag and pop in a quick slot. This means once you actually start fishing, it is much easier to cast your line, and it's much quicker for you when you want to reel a fish in to just hit something on your quick slot bars. I have the second bonus of actually having keys bound to most of my abilities, so I can press the key, but I'll just use my mouse for this exercise. You'll notice here you've got a 1 out of 200 skill. As you fish, you can increase how good you are at fishing. Practice makes perfect and all that. And as with a lot of deeds, although this is not a deed in itself, you can only increment your fishing ability so much every day. There are titles to be awarded as you progress in your fishing, so if you want to do that, then feel free. Okay, so we now have a fishing rod. We've quick slotted it, so now we can actually get started fishing. Find water, which may sound obvious. Not all water in Middle-earth is fishable, but there are some interesting locations where I've seen players fish, such as a little tub thing of water in the last homely house. So feel free to be inventive. From what I understand, because I don't do a lot of fishing outside of festivals, different fish can be obtained from different bodies of water across Middle-earth, and there are deeds attached to catching certain fish and certain types of fish. Right, so, but for today we're just on festivals. Once you've found your water and you're happy to get started, then you just want to press your ability. You'll then cast your line. You will then have a slight delay in how long you have to wait between this and catching your fish. As soon as your rod pulls, you want to press your fishing ability again. So we'll just, excuse me, wait a few seconds. Like that. And then you start to pull it in, and you have what looks like a fish. That fish always looks the same, so even if you happen to catch weeds, for example, which is fairly common, it will still look like a fish. It just doesn't come up as a fish in your inventory. Now, I don't think we catch reeds in this particular quest. No, I don't think so. But that you can just sell as trash for one copper per piece of weed, so it's not exactly a money spinner. Your challenge with this is not clicking before it's absolutely necessary to reel the fish in. However, you also don't have very long between the fish biting and it escaping. So it's possible for the fish to escape, and does if you're not fast enough. But if you click too early, you might not catch anything, much to the annoyance of your character. There we go. So because I've caught a couple of fish or something here, you get this notification say, yes, your proficiency is increased. So as your skill increases, you will open up the possibility to obtain new or better outcomes. This does not seem to apply to festival fishing quests, as far as I can tell. Having said that, it may help for you to catch less trash in the summer festival fishing. But in the quests like for Farmer's Fair, where to be honest it's sort of down to random numbers, as far as I know, it makes no difference. So there you go. You can carry on fishing to your heart's content. Look at fishing deeds on the Lotro wiki if you want to see where else you can fish, what titles are available, and therefore whether you want to engage in fishing or not. It is quite a relaxing way of spending time. If you want to be in Lotro but don't feel like fighting, then you can always go and fish in an area you're not at least massively under-leveled for. So there we go. A very brief introduction on how to start fishing. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I'll be uploading this video also to a blog post on the same subject, so people can choose to whether watch or read, depending on your preferences. Okay, that's it. It's nice to have finally recorded something, and I will hope to see you again soon. Take care and have fun. Bye then.